So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. So, we are here in Razathan, getting ready to speak with Delian of the Thavnarian Truth, and we're going to see just exactly how much further the rabbit hole will go with this alien sensation. So, let's go ahead and speak with Delian to take on our next quest for the Hildebrand Mysteries here in Endwalker, entitled By Agents Unknown. Delian is trembling with barely contained enthusiasm. Rika, eager to resume our investigations? I know I am. Do you recall that scrap of alien starship we recovered? Well, Inspector Branderhild has employed his unsettling calculation capacity to extrapolate the damage to the greater hull, and he has concluded that the vessel will be incapable of flight without extensive repairs. Our most likely scenario, then, is that some unknown agent made off with the starship wreckage along with Poo-Poo's acquaintance. Fortunately, I have a fair idea who that unknown agent might be. After all, there is a singularly shadowy cabal with a history of concealing extraterrestrial activity. Actually, let's head over to Comet first. The Inspector and the others are staying in a dwelling there, and I'd rather not explain myself twice. You got it. Also, hey there, Charles. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, I honestly didn't think anyone would be turning up because I'm doing this literally impromptu. Because my screen capture software that I've been using for Final Fantasy XIV over the course of the last few patches, it doesn't recognize my microphone anymore, which really sucks. So I'm forced to stream, whether I want to or not. But in any event, we have Inspector Hildebrand, Nashu, and of course the 8-bit sensation in 3D, Branderhild. Yeah, it's still crazy that this is a thing. But in any event, let's go ahead and speak with Hildebrand. Also, Charles, since you're here, is my microphone sounding okay? Am I clipping too much? Am I sounding alright? Tish horrible misfortune, Rika. Calamity Shivan. Poor Master Poo-Poo has fallen gravely ill. Uh-oh. And he's far away from a cure, I'm sure, considering that this isn't even his home world. He's so bluish green. More so, I mean. Could he have caught a cold? I suppose it was quite chilly up there in Golemode. Thanks, Charles. Poo-Poo is an alien. Who knows what extraterrestrial diseases might be ravaging his body? Yes, indeed. Wait a minute. Nashu's delights are the best medicine for whatever ails you, as the Inspector himself can attest. I don't think she realizes we're inside a house. Good God, Nashu, you'll blow a hush Domashot to pieces! Put them away! But yeah, think a little first, Nashu. If I may, when I was cloned from the Inspector, certain gaps in my knowledge were patched with supplementary data from the starship's archives. The information included an encyclopedic understanding of Master Poo-Poo's physiology, which should be sufficient for me to diagnose his condition. Hey, Mr. 8-Bit, what do you got? A Xenoman hybrid mind. That explains the impossible calculations. And so, let's see what you can come up with. As you sit in your phantom chair, sip on some tea, and... have you figured it out? What can you tell us? I have it! Master Poo-Poo is afflicted by a terrible case of the common cold! Really? Gods grant me strength. So how do we deal with it? As a visitor through Atheris, Master Poo-Poo has no prior exposure to our maladies. He is thus particularly susceptible to infection and more likely to experience severe symptoms. Ha! 'Tis just as I surmised. We must put aside the case until we have nursed our stricken companion back to health. But even if it is a common cold, isn't there a risk that our medicines do him more harm than good? They almost certainly would. Based on the results of my analysis, however, I believe I can synthesize an effective remedy. We need but gather the ingredients. Which are... the ingredients you shall have. Sure, what are we gathering exactly? Most of what we require can be drawn from Master Poo-Poo's collected samples. Otherwise, there are only two which we lack. And those are... The first of these is the liver of a giant tortoise. A suitable organ can be extracted from one of the Kachapa, which won the Saltwind's welcome. Ah, the slaughtering of a monstrous opponent. That sounds like a job for Rika. Well, we do have to get our hands dirty from time to time in these adventures. The other material in question is a rare fungus known as dump shroom, which I am hoping can be found among the Great Work's extensive stock of alchemical reagents. Very well, now sure Delian and I will scour the alchemist shelves. Meanwhile, I would ask that you remain here and keep an eye on our ailing patient. Inspector Brandhill, you're such an expert on all things Thavnir! Oh, I wouldn't say expert. Simple conclusions from simple observations, nothing more. So modest. As I said, I am hoping the alchemists have the dump shroom we need, but it is really quite rare. And so, once you have the tortoise liver, would you be so kind as to assist the others in procuring the fungus? Certainly. Then let us not prolong Master Poo-Poo's suffering a moment longer. And Dalian's like, I can't believe this is happening. But then again, we can't believe anything you say is happening. It seems we have a job to do. Further discussion of the abduction will have to wait. So off we go. So, as recommended, we will fly out... Oh, no, not back to Razat Han's main Heathway. We gotta go to Yedlamad. That's the closest spot. But it hasn't worked out the way I hoped, sadly. Okay, so we found a Kachapa. So let's waste no time in just giving it everything we got. We got what we need, so now all we have to do is head on over to the Great Work. And so let's reunite with the crew. Ah, Rika, I had every confidence you would bring us a suitable liver. Last the dank shroom, yet lujas. You mean damp shroom? The alchemist said the fungus has few applications, so they don't bother to stock it most of the time. And they can't cultivate it? Then I must put my keen inspector's sense to work. Stand back whilst I attune myself with the essence of the dank. Yeah, you get it that out of there, Inspector. Dump. The word is dump shroom. And you'll forgive me if I have no faith in your abilities. Maybe he has come up with something. 'Tis close, my friends, and getting closer and closer even as we speak. Oh. I hear you folk are in the market for dump shrooms. I might have some to sell if you're interested. Well, what do you know? But how? Yeah, give yourself a hang, Inspector. We certainly are, my fine fellow. Right then, if you'll give me a moment to retrieve the goods, we can finalize our transaction upon the perfumed rise. And just like that, away he goes. So, was it genuine clairvoyance or sheer coincidence? I'm not sure anymore. Though, in all fairness, when it comes to Inspector Hildebrand, preternatural perception is one of his least baffling talents. In any case, we should hurry to the rise and take this man up on his timely offer. Oh, and Glaku's chasing after Nashu again. Also, sure, you're not wrong on saying that it looks like Devil May Cry style combat, because the person who designed the combat format for Final Fantasy XVI actually was working for Capcom when they made Devil May Cry. So, yeah, you're not alone in thinking that, because they actually did bring in someone from Devil May Cry to do the combat format. So let's have a look around and wait for our trustworthy trader to show up. And so, here he comes. But why do we have this music playing? Oh, you're here. Good, good. And here's the dump shroom as promised. Well, thank you very much. And that little thing? Oh, glad we are for your assistance. But, yeah, how much are we gonna have to trade? Ta-ta-ta, not so fast. That is still the matter of payments. Of course, of course. And how much do we owe you, my good man? Considering the extreme rarity of the fungus in question, I couldn't let it go for less than 1 million gil. Which is not surprising. 1 million gil for one measly mushroom? That's outright robbery! A bargain, I counter. You would pay tenfold my price in the markets. I thought to do you a kindness in light of your urgent need, but I am more than willing to find another buyer if you wish to spit upon my generosity. What do we do? Not sure. How fair are we for coin? We're plumb out, Inspector. Can't we just make a call to Godbert? I mean, he is on the syndicate after all. Oh, then this is a prickly pickle. Where are we to obtain sufficient funds at such short notice? Where are you looking? I mean, yeah, I get I'm an adventurer and all, but not even I have that much in the bank. I have an orchestra and gold collecting problem, gotta buy them all, spent the last savings on Return to Oblivion. Or a million gil, was it? I mean, I can look in the FC coffers and see if we can come up with something, but whatever it takes, right? Rika, our savior in every sense of the word. Give that man nothing! Oh, who goes there? And running as fast as he can. A member of the Radiant Host, perhaps? Yeah, it's not quite Godbert chasing after Hildebrand. But yeah, you're surrounded by the Radiant Host. We have you now, deceitful scum! Your swindling days are over! So yeah, he is trying to rip us off. Rosaton City Guard at your service. We received reports of this month's questionable activities and have been keeping a close eye on him ever since. Dumpshroom is a rare find in the bazaar to be sure, but only because there's no real demand for it. The price this charlatan quoted you was, quite frankly, ludicrous. But thanks to your ignorance and poor judge of character, we were able to catch him in the act. As a token of our gratitude, you are welcome to keep the fungus, assuming you still want it. Yes, very much so. That is very magnanimous of you. So, thank you very much. Yeah, from 1 million gil free of charge. Bah, you think I enjoy tricking fools out of their coin? If that bastard hadn't declared my job redundant, I wouldn't have needed to stoop so low. Whatever job that was. Yeah, don't start taking pity on me, Inspector. He doesn't deserve it. He blames a rising star among the merchant princes for his woes. Van Hoodie, I believe his name was, purchased a trading consortium where the man was working, which led to... me sneezing. Which led to a restructuring of the hierarchy. Put a lot of people out of work. Van Hoodie. Van Hoodie, I know that name. Something about an acquisitions deal gone sour. Father was willing to sell him a slice of his Hannes enterprise, I think, but broke when the man offered to buy out family business in its entirety. Yeah, I don't even think he would do that. Truly, there is no telling how deep the coffins of this Van Hoodie are. Nor do I only know the secret of how he amassed such kingly wealth so damnably fast. Well, there are whispers, though, that he solved alchemy's oldest and most legendary of problems, the transmutation of base metal into gold. Well, that's something. Old Dad would love that. Unlikely to say the least, but whatever the source of Van Uni's riches, he shows no reluctance in spending them. He's bought a historic temple to serve as his home, and commissioned a private airship amongst other extravagant expenditures. Nice for some, eh? I guess, if you're a guy like him. But thanks for your help, sir. We appreciate it. Cool, that swimming case had barely started before you solved it, Inspector. Well, we didn't necessarily solve it. All in a day's work, my dear Nashu. And so, I believe our business upon this scented hill is concluded. Let us hurry the ingredients back to Inspector Branderhill, shall we? Yes, we shall. Looks like someone else is following us. Yeah, remember this guy? And his friend? I may have mollified his lordship with the secrets of divine manifestation, but the stench of failure I let clings to me. I must redeem myself in his eyes by crushing my most hated foe. Are you gonna take advantage right now? No, you're just gonna have your Aura friend carry you around some more. Alright, let's head back to Razat-Han then. Also, I could have sworn I put my weapon back on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this. There we go. That's more like it. So, let's go back inside and speak with Branderhild. Inspector Hildebrand tells me you have the liver to go along with his dump shroom. Indeed, here you go. But it's a good use. A fine specimen, thank you. I will be mixing the ingredients in the starship, so let us convey Master Poo-Poo outside that we may administer his medicine as soon as it is ready. Oh, that's because we can only get the rest of the stuff within the starship? So as we carry Poo-Poo back outside, guess we gotta find enough space for him to be able to get things done. This should be sufficiently remote. I'll have the craft come to us and we can commence the treatments. How are you able to do that for yourself, though? Wouldn't you need Poo-Poo to do that? Apparently not, because here comes the UFO. Shine the light, and suck them both up. And so now we gotta wait. Meanwhile, as we are waiting, having discussions, Nashu's almost falling asleep again. And that poor girl never gets enough sleep when she needs it. We can see, though, that Poo-Poo is back on his feet. So the cure is a success. Oh, I feel so much better. I cannot thank you all enough. Good to know that it's worked. Huzzah! Yeah, you such a doubting Mustafa there, Dalian. Master Poo-Poo's recovered his strength in mere moments. 'Twould seem his powers of recuperation are just as advanced as his technology. Oh, the Lalafell is back there again. And what the heck is he holding? I came here from another world, a stranger you've no cause to trust, and yet you've treated me so kindly. The people of this star are so very welcoming. Ha, you are a dear friend now, Master Poo-Poo. 'Tis our pleasure to help. And look how happy he is. Look how happy we all are. But that's could be very much about to change real soon. And it will be my pleasure to harm! And he's wasting no time. He's using his jet power. Yeah, maybe I should have kept my gear on. Because now, he's got his sights set on me with a laser. Brandon's gonna try and save us here, if he can come up with a solution in time. Did he? Is he gonna take the brunt of the shot? Oh, he sees a random crystal. Picks it up. Says this will do. And just uses it as a shield. I will not fall for the same trick twice! Oh, he had a shield of his own. Now it's back and forth shielding. Oh, but yeah, not even Brandahild could hold on here. He's not turned into an ostrich, though. But now, I really need to get my gear on. Because here it comes again. And then Hilbrand's like, okay, I can try this too. But as you can see, his world is completely different. When he tries to go in Zen mode, can't quite do it as well as everyone else. Not only that, yeah. But can he still save us? Yeah. He sees something that looks like a crystal. Better make him move, because I'm about to get incinerated. And then he realizes, that's not a crystal, it's a goblin! So he's just not going to bother to use it as a shield? Nope, he's going to do what he always does. He's going to take the brunt of the blow. Well, he always was a glutton for punishment, and we're seeing it again. And now you've got it there, Nashu, and you're treating it like a basketball. Good job on the defense there, Inspector. That really did take a lot out of him. But thanks for willing to be my shield. Impudent worms, taste my full power! And now he's not holding back this time round. I'm surprised that she's somehow still holding on to that goblin. She's thinking of trying to make a free throw. She wants to use the goblin the same way. And she's somehow been able to improve. Like, how the heck did you get it there? You gotta make this one, Nashu. Visualize the shot. And as it goes into the air, it's coming in on its target. It strikes it, but not very well. And yeah, the stalker's still here. What the heck are we seeing now? We just went to random shots, and then all of a sudden I decided that I'm gonna try and get in on this. By slam dunking the goblin into his face. Who needs armor? Who needs a lance? Yeah, I'll show you how it's really done. And the goblin survived. New game though, not so much as he does his Team Rocket impression. Leave it to the Warrior of Light to see it through. I've done it again. And those who can stand are wanting to cheer me on. Sorry, dude. Go find your master. Yeah, try and give yourself a hug, even though you took the full force of that destructive beam, yet there you stand, somewhat singed but apparently unharmed. I've pondered and puzzled over this inexplicable fortitude of yours and feel compelled to ask. Are you an alien? Well, we did have Clone Wars earlier in this adventure with Hildebrand here in Endwalker. A fine jest, but I assure you, I without a doubt an Uldan born of Mandeville of Terrestrial Hjorenstock. He's Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry and Inspector Extraordinaire. What more do you need to know? Where to even begin? But never mind, we have more pressing matters. Including, such as locating Master Poopu's missing comrade. 'Tis time we reopen the case of the silent correspondent. Yes, exactly. And I have a firm theory as to who it was who took that wreckage and its erstwhile pilot. Are you gonna tell it to us right now? The Sharlians! Wait, what? How are you roping them into this? I am all but certain they've allied with insidious extraterrestrials, which means they'll be under orders to move any evidence of alien activity. I wager we'll find what we're looking for in old Sharlian. We need only infiltrate their operations and expose this nefarious conspiracy. Yeah, even I'm like, what? The Sharlians can't be bothered to formally ally with foreign nations, much less aliens, or the Loperts don't count, or, trust me, they'd sooner rather flee the star than attempt to subjugate it. As someone with personal experience on that, while Master Delion's theory does lack supporting facts, we have no other promising leads to pursue at present. Moreover, I understand that Sharlian sets the standard for monitoring astronomical and astrological phenomena. Mayhap their experts have been tracking extraterrestrial movements. So modest. I'm spoken out of turn. Please forgive my presumptuousness. Well, you just do what you can. Nay, my friend, I too sense our path points to the Isle of Archonge. Pack your bags, everyone. We leave for Sharlian immediately. Now let's do it. Even though Rika's like, I don't think this is such a good idea. But go we shall, after we take 1,704 gil.